Hello everyone, welcome to Haslogic's tutorial with Calvin says. Today I want us to learn to develop our project from scratch, and we are going to start with our pharmacy management system. In our pharmacy management system, we are going to learn on how to develop our project using theme, and we are going to use the AdminLTE, that is a free theme that we are getting online from the AdminLTE.io. Yes, so from there we are going to download our theme and we are going to see how to set it up from scratch to the end. So stay in touch. And this project, I promise, is going to be a very big project, and we're going to make a pharmacy management system from scratch. We are going to see how to make the auth, that is logging, and how to register users. And we are going to see the CRUD functions in Laravel using PHP 8.3 and Laravel 12. So I hope you are going to learn new things, because we will be introducing new things in this project. From our previous project, we've seen how to install Laravel. We've seen how to set up Laravel running environment using the Laragon. And actually, we are going to develop this from the local host using the Laragon server. So to start, first of all, we are going to ensure that our server is up and running. So from here, I can see that my server is already running Laragon, and I will set my terminal ready to write the code. So I can just exit that one and I remain with the terminal here. Yeah. So we are going to work on this step by step. First of all, we will ensure that we download the AdminLTE theme ready for our function. So to do that, we are going to admin.lte.io. Then we are going to hit the button download right here. So after downloading the admins, after loading this page, so I'm going to use the latest version, that is version 4.00, then RC4, the first one you're seeing here. So you will scroll down until you get to a place where you are seeing the source code.zip. So if you choose to download the one with the tar.gz, you can do that, but my choice is source code.zip. So I will hit on the download, and in a few moments my download will start. And here my download has already started, so you just need to be patient, wait until it is completed. Yeah, so as the download is continuing, so we can get to our terminal, that is in the Laragon. Already you can see the C then slash Laragon ww, that means you are on the right folder. And I'm going to install the Laravel. So I'm going to use Composer, create project. So Composer create project, Laravel, then I'm going to call my project pharmacy. Okay, then you hit enter. So you wait for a while as it is installing. Yeah, so when we come back to our download, we can see that our download is successful. We just waiting for our Laravel to install, then we will use our project from there. So I will pause this video because the installation may take time. So I'll pause this video, then I will come back once the installation of Laravel is done. Okay, stay tuned. So we can see that the Laravel has installed successfully. So what we're going to do is to cd inside our folder, the project folder, that is cd pharmacy, and we are right inside the pharmacy. So it means that we can do anything that we want to do. For example, we want to run it, so we just say php artisan serve, we enter. So our project is running successfully. What we need to do is control click, and then it successfully opened for us our projects. I'm going to use a different browser. and that is the Firefox, which is already opened here. So what I'm going to do is simply to paste that there. Then our project runs successfully. We are able to see we are running Laravel 12. Okay. So what we are going to do is to start our work. We already downloaded this, and it is found under our downloads. So we are going to cut this. I'm going to just cut this, and then we are going to take it to our folder Laragon. So what we are going to do is to move it to, we are going to create a directory and some other subdirectory within the directory. So you go to local C, then Laravel folder, then we go to www, we go to our project folder pharmacy, then we go to public. Actually, here is where I want to create another folder by the name, we are going to call it vendor. Let's call this folder vendor, like that. Then we enter right in, and we are going to create another folder inside there called AdminLTE. So we let's just we call the folder AdminLTE, just like that. That's the theme we are going to use, because that is what is going to make us separated from others. Then we paste the other project back in the public folder, and because we want to extract everything, so we say extract all, then extract. So after extracting, we get our extracted, so we can delete this one. I don't need it anymore. But the extracted folder here, we can get the folder which is right here. So what we are going to take from this is called distribute. Okay. Just take this distribute. We can take, I don't need any other thing else apart from distribute. So copy the file, and then come back to the public vendor. You come to AdminLTE, then paste it there. Okay. So we are done with that next step, whereby we have pasted the folder called the dist. So ensure that you have all these other subfolder and files. Yes. For example, if you click on this index.html, like this, it's supposed to be opening something like that. Let me just take this. And when you write on that, it's gonna open your theme like this. So you can navigate to see what you have inside the theme. So this is how the admin LTE themes looks like. I like this dashboard one, so that's what we are going to use. So for example, like just continue with our setup. Okay, so we are going to vendor, then we are going to, let's continue with our work. What we need to do next is to now we are going to create layout files. So layout files, these are the constant files that we will be using, we will keep using in the project. We don't need to keep write to write code every time that we want to write the footer, header, and any other constant file. So we create them under the folder called layout. So to do that, we are going to write inside our project, that is under the resources, then views. Then under the views, we are going to create another folder. So for us to work on this successfully, we'll suggest that we open this on our text editor, and this is really going to help me do it right very fast. So I'm going to to open the Visual Code Studio, and in the Visual Code Studio right here, let me just close everything that I did here, and close this folder. Let me close this. Oh, sorry. Oops. Let me open the pharmacy. Automatically it will cease. Then we are going to create, okay, trust that one. Then we are going to create our layouts under the view. So we create a new folder. We call it layouts, like that. then enter. Then we are going to create some files inside. So the first file that I want us to create is called app.blade. .blade. Ensure that you don't write .php. Then we are also going to create another one as footer. Okay, let's just use underscore first. Footer, I like it that way. Footer.blade.php. Then we are going to create another file called header. This one use underscore header dot blade dot php. Then we are going to create another file, the last file actually, called underscore sidebar dot blade dot php. Yes, so our layout files are ready. So what we're going to do is simply to take one file. Just we need to use one file from our theme, that is let me use we come back to www, we come to pharmacy, we come to public, we come to vendor, we come to AdminLTE, then we come to this one, the index HTML. Drag it somewhere there to open. So after it has opened, then you will copy everything. Just copy everything which is there, bring it to app. Okay, copy everything and then bring to app. So we need to sort it out step by step. So, and apps, we are going to contain things like let me just scroll so that you see clearly. So we have here, we are going to take a header. Let me just first of all see what we have. We have header.php. So in header.php, what we have is we are going to search for the nav. So let me just get that. So if I want to find it very fast, I will use this method, then I call nav. So we have nav here where its header begins. So you just come, then cut. Okay, then you paste it here. Now you come back. After pasting, you save the file. Then you come back here, and then under the header where you've written the header on the app, what you need to do is to type. We are going to type some minutes. So we are going to type something. This is like we are going to add so say include. We are going to type include. We say layouts dot header. Remember here we had an underscore like that, so our header is going to be having that underscore. If you don't put that, then it won't work for you properly. So that one is there, and then we come to our sidebar. So this sidebar, you see this side is for the sidebar, so you come and cut it, then you bring it to where the sidebar is, you paste it, you paste and then save. Then you also write here include. So include the sidebar. So we've included the sidebar as well. Then the last one, okay, the next one we need to do is also to come to the footer. So let's just search. We say footer. Yeah, so under the footer here, we just come and do this. You cut, then you come to the footer and then you paste it here. So this one is done, this is also done, and here we are remaining with one whereby we are going to include footer. Okay, so just say include, no, include layouts, then footer. So that is okay. So we are done. Now what we are going to do is to clean this project. We don't need these things here. They are making this thing be a bit let me just clean up to somewhere there. Need to be also, for now, let me just clean everything to make everything work for me very fast. So I just remove the scripts which we have here for now, and up to there. So up to there we've cleaned that, and what we are going to add is the scripts. So we are going to call the function of the bootstrap. First of all, we go online, so we call the scripts, and we say source is gonna be lex, not really that, but we're going to say https. Yes, then we come to cdn, then we come to looking for up to here, you write bootstrap. Yeah, so I have that autocomplete, reason why you will be able to see. So I have that. I don't think I need this integrity. Yeah, so let's just leave it up to there. That is for the cross-browser origin. And then we also need to call from our directory or the folder directory where we've stored our CSS, the JS file. So we call it script, and then remember we've stored it under actually and we've stored it under public vendor AdminLTE distributes. Yeah, so that's where we've stored our scripts, and then we finished by calling the function. Yield. So here is the yield scripts, not JS, but scripts. Yield scripts. Okay, so that is making that work complete, but there is something that we still need to do up here. So we just come to the where we have the style sheets. I think our style sheets is not tampered with so much, but we'll still need to remove some. So we come up to here, and I don't need this meta, so we can remove this meta for now. Like these, all these meta things can just remove, and we don't need yeah, so we can remove that, and then we can come here, and then we are going to make this dynamic as well. So we come and make it dynamic. So we have the assets, then we have our folder is under public vendor. Yeah, so that is the right direction, the directory where our file exists. Then we can just leave this other one for now. Then when we come to this style sheet here, also we need to make this dynamic. If we don't, then it won't work for us. So that one, it will work from there. And then other things you can just remain the way it is. And yeah, so that is all. So we have prepared everything the way it is in the app.play.php. So the next step what we need to do is to create we want to create a test page. That is, I will suggest that we now create the login. Okay, so we are going to create a login page. So to create the login page, right now if you refresh the project, you still have nothing, just the way it was. So what we're going to do is now to create our login page. So to create that, we are going to create another folder. We are going to call it auth under the view. So let's call that folder auth like that. Let me just give it with a small letter. Okay. Then inside the auth, we are going to create a file called login.blade.php. Okay. And then from here, I will suggest that we go and what we're going to do is we go to our folder where we have the admin LTE. Then you go to examples, and under examples you can see login. I will prefer this login one, so I'll drag it somewhere there to give me proper interface. Then I will highlight everything, then copy, then I'll come to our file login, then paste it there. So having done that, I will rather come and then I need to refine it to look more important, more to look better. So to do that, simply coming here and I'll make sure that we have the CSS files we have up here. So maybe you can just try to format this one a bit to look better, because we will of course we'll try to make our title and the meta descriptions be a little bit responsive. So this one I'm just going to call it maybe pharmacy. Let me just call it pharmacy management system. Okay, I just call pharmacy management system, and then we are going to add another, put an aspect. So there is a logo down there, so we can just call this one let's just call it pharmacy. Okay, and okay, let's just call it MGT. Then these other things can just remain the way they are for now. We will actually make them better, but our main reason of coming up with this project today is to simply show you how you can configure and customize the integrate admin theme into your Laravel project. So I'll first of all delete all this, and then I will just use one script for now. So my one script will be, let me just say script, and then src is equal to, and this time around I'm going to make this dynamic. So let me make this dynamic and actually make this a set, then public vendor. Okay, yeah, so that is done. So I only needed this one, not any other thing else. No, this is not going to work for me. It is under admin LTE, then it is under dist. If you are not careful, it won't work for you. Then it is under JS. We have JS, then we have admin LTE dot main.js, Yeah, so that one is the proper way of writing it. I believe it's gonna work for us. So now after doing that, then what we are going to do next is to go to our routes. So in our routes, we are going to routes, then web dot. Then we are going to customize. So we can just close this one because the one that we want the login page to be our landing page. So anytime we log in, this is the landing page. Okay. So we will say let's just say we are going to make it like let's use that function. Let's fn and we just make it just a function. Then actually here we are going to call it login, not welcome. So where that when and we name it as we name it as login. So our view file is called login and the name that we are going to give it. So this one we'll use also in the controller. So when we come back here and refresh our page, you expect to be seeing something like a login page. Okay. So we can see that view login not found. Okay. Why is it not found? Is because we are getting into the folder called auth. So that is the correct way of writing that. It's not just login, but it is auth.login. So let's refresh the page again. Yeah, so we can see it is here, but something is not working fine as it's supposed to be. Why? I think because we have problem with the problem with our CSS, the scripts there. I'll check again. Let's refresh this. Okay, let's come. I'll show you. Sometimes you need to inspect the elements. So from there, when you are under the console, you will be able to see that where the problem is generated from. So you can see that there is a problem with our CSS summer. Okay, so let's check what is the problem with our CSS. Something is wrong with our CSS. So what we need to do first of all is to ensure that the two CSS are loaded properly. So we have the one which is the preload and another one which is used for the style sheet. So let's write them properly. So when we come up here, there are this one. So let's just say we have this one preload. I think we can remove it from here. Yes, let's remove it. Then we come down here where we have this other one, and then we write the CSS as properly. Okay, so the proper way of writing that, then we have first of all link. Then we say the relation is link. The relation is style sheet. Yeah, you call it style sheet. Then we have the href. Then we have asset. Our path is vendor. Yeah, our path is vendor, not the public. We have vendor. Then we have AdminLTE. We have dist CSS admin. Yeah, so that is right. Then we also have another one here. You need to write is link. Relationship is preload. Yeah. Then we href vendor. The preload is just write the same. So we just need to do that. So let's come and refresh our page and see. Yeah, so we can see our page is loading, but there is something still wrong with our JS. Okay, if you see this, it shows that it is not found. So let's do this. Our JSS down here is you remove the public, because the public is always ignored. So when you come here and refresh the page again, oops, our page now works successfully. You can see there is no error. So it's running very well. We have the login form here, which we will use to implement the login. Okay, we have our logo here. We can modify that one later on. You can use image and even text if you like. Okay, so how do we get into the dashboard? So we need to see our dashboard. To see our dashboard, and what we will be doing is to we are going to create another page, and our page is going to be called let me call it home. We can call it home.blade, so that we can see the dashboard. I just want to show you how to see the dashboard. So first of all, we will have to create another route here, which is going to take us to the dashboard. Okay, we can use the group, but I don't want to use that for now. So let's just use auth, and then we call this get. Then later on we'll see how we can do that using the routes. So this one we just call it dashboard. So we will just browse it using directly using the name dashboard here. Okay, so when how you want to create this, so we'll come to our views. Let's just come directly to the views, and then we create a file called dashboard dot blade dot php. Okay, and then we now this is very important. So we will call our layouts from the layout directory, the layout folder. So we first of all call app. So we say extends layouts dot app. That's okay. Then we are going to also extend, not extend, but we are going to bring the session. So we have the session, and then we end the section. So from there we will be able to see our dashboard properly. So let's save this one, come to our browser, and then we say dashboard dashboard. Remember, we have our own ball like that, and then you enter. It's not working. We just call localhost dash. The URL is not found. So let me see, why am I not getting this URL? It is here, dashboard, view dashboard. No, this is where the problem is also. So we are not using that. So I'm not using it as a middleware first. So I'm just going to use it that way for now. So we have the view is dashboard, view dashboard, and then our URL is that. Then let's come and enter. Seeing something is not coming for me here. Why is it not working? Let me just check. Let me check that. Yeah, so if you come here and say dashboard, it should be working. Yeah, so you can see our dashboard is opening, but still it is not displaying well. There is something wrong with our app file. So you come back to app file. Yes, so you just use the same logic which I showed you. That's the reason why I'm intentionally doing that, so that you learn how to troubleshoot. So you can see there is a problem with our JavaScript. So we will come to our app where we stored our scripts. So it is here. Let me just here, and then come to this local based storage and simply remove this public. Okay, then also come to the, let's see if we have something like that down here. Do we have something like that down here? So right down here also we have this public. So you simply need to remove that and leave only vendor. So after removing that, you come back and refresh the page. So we can see that our dashboard has opened successfully, but the error which is displaying here is because of the images. So the reason why that happens is because we've not made the dynamic, all these images which are here. If you make them dynamic one by one, you will see, but there are so many. I think I'll just try to show you one by simply making, let me just make that a row. We have this row, we have those two rows. So maybe if I remove one, let me just remove this one row for now and remain with this one. Let me just remain with this, so I can do this, do this, do this, do this, and just need to do away with these ones. Remain with two. So when I come here, we don't have any image on this one, and when I come on this one again, we don't have any image on that one. So I save the file and I refresh. Yeah, you can see that now this one is coming. So because I've removed those parts which has got the images, but still we'll be getting the, let me just try to remove everything. Yeah, so removing everything, and then I refresh the page. So we can see that now, where's the problem? The problem somewhere is here. So we are still seeing CSS, which is giving us an acting. So let's come back to app and we check on one of the CSS. So where is it? So we have this one still having the public there. So we remove that. Okay. And we have also seen some of the images. Where is any image which is bringing some controversy? I just want to check one image. Still don't see the image. But when I come back and refresh that, we will see how to make the images dynamic in our next tutorial. So for now, we can see that our theme has been connected successfully and everything is working just as fine. It is responsive, and the only thing that we are lacking are things like the images which are here. We can see that is an image, so that when we come to header, so we can see there are some images here. So for example, this one, let me show you how you can do that dynamic. The image, make the image dynamic. So we can come here and make this dynamic by simply writing it like this. So we come to assets, then we call it under the vendor, then distribute, then we call that image. So it's do the same to these other ones. You come and make it dynamic, and you come here, you make this dynamic, you come here, there's another one, you have seen another one here, you make this dynamic, you make this one dynamic as well. Make that dynamic and you save the file. So after saving the file, you refresh the page. You can see that our images have started coming. So you can see we have this one, this one, this one. The images are coming. However, we still have some which are not working yet. So where is it? There is one we've not successfully made. So it must be somewhere. When we come here, we'll be able to see it. Okay, let me just find it out. Find it out. Though it's not visible here, but we'll just get and work on it. Otherwise, friends, that is the end of the tutorial of today. I don't want this video to be too much or too long. That's the end of the tutorial. In any case you meet up with any challenges, just leave comments in the comment section, and please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and share with your friends who are willing to learn more and make this our YouTube channel, a community where learning is for free. Okay, thank you, bye bye.